Do you know the actual inspiration and the true tale of the real Monkey King that inspired Wukong? If not, I'm gonna give that to you right now. This real Sun Wukong is from the Journey to the West, a 16th century Chinese tale. And he was named the Monkey King by his fellow monkeys whom he ruled over for a long while. And eventually this Sun Wukong became fed up with ruling because it was just boring. And in his boredom, he started to contemplate death, and that thought he couldn't let go of that idea, or rather that fear of death, and he became terrified by the thought of dying. So he sought a master to teach him the ways of immortality, and after he attained it, he was even more powerful and immortal. So now the Monkey King decided that since he's this powerful, immortal being, all of that, he needs a weapon to match his own strength. And he went to the Dragon King and asked him to browse his treasury of weapons, where he found nothing suitable for his power, but eventually he saw a massive iron pillar that with his touch became smaller. And it turns out that this pillar was a magical staff that would shrink and grow according to his master's wishes, and the pillar decided that the Monkey King should be his master. So the pillar became known as Ruji Jingu Bang, the Monkey King's weapon, a staff that can expand and shrink. So now that he got a weapon from the Dragon King, the Monkey King said, yo, I need some fine threads, I need some armor to go with this. And he kind of just took it from the Dragon King and then took off without a thanks. Later, when passed out drunk after a bender, our very strict and stern Monkey King visited the realm of death. He was taken there in his unconscious state, and he was shocked since he was supposed to be immortal, right? So what did he do in hell? He caused one hell of a rampage to get the hell out of there. The King of the Underworld and the Dragon King were two of the many who filed complaints on the Monkey King. They were annoyed with him and filed complaints to the heavens. And the heavens eventually had to deal with this, and they were also fed up with his behavior. But since they couldn't subdue him by force, but the Monkey King being so strong and all, they decided to occupy him with a task: to guard the garden of the immortal peach. And of course, Sun Wukong, being who he is, didn't guard the immortal peach. He ate it. And then, while he was already in heaven, he decided to crash a heavenly banquet, and there he stole the immortal wine and drank that too to become triple immortal. The heavens then sent an army after the Monkey King to punish him, but he was so strong and triple immortal that he was undefeatable. So eventually, Buddha was sent to get the job done. And even for Buddha, it's impossible to take the life of an immortal. So instead of trying to do that, he tricked the Monkey King. He said, jump out of my palm. Simple. And Sun Wukong said, yeah, no sweat. Jumped into Buddha's palm, jumped out of the palm, jumped so high that he saw 5 pillars, which he thought must be like the pillars of the universe or something, and decided to leave a mark on one. And when he came back down into Buddha's palm, he says, see, I left your palm, bro, no sweat. But Buddha showed him one of his fingers on which there was a mark from the Monkey King. Yeah, he never left Buddha's palm because Buddha is literally everything. So then Buddha closed his palm, trapped the Monkey King, and put him under a mountain where he trapped him for 500 years so that he can kind of calm down. And after those 500 years were up, the Monkey King was freed by a monk who was on his way to meet Buddha so that he can bring Buddhism to enlighten his homeland of China. And that's how the Monkey King ended up joining the Journey to the West and helped bring Buddhism to China.